It's off. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah, I'm
Like on the stage. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Skeet. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheap. Grams on my wrist cost like 10G. I feel like Buzz got all these carrots on my teeth. In my bag, my pocket's deeper than the sea. You don't bring nothing to the plate, then I can't eat.
Now to the good part.
Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line. It's the NBA Cup, and it's in full swing. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And it's Moody in at the three. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the three. Lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, B.A., you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Curry surveys. Lets it go from 14. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, Curry's accuracy makes the mid-range easy pickings. He just goes up, nails the shot with ease.
Murray's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
Murray from outside. Offensive rebound. Jokic. He gets it in there.
And right away, he's going to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Now here's Murray. In the game against Miami, very impressive. 4 on the clock. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Moody.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Over Murray. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 10 points.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Gordon on the wing. That three's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors with another three.
A guy you have to guard at range. Butler isn't a volume three-point shooter, but he can hit them when the mood strikes.
A clear look for Murray. And again, it's Denver missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Guys, back over to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Green. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago, Podziemski's shot is good.
I just love the ball movement.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Different look for Denver. Johnson, he's checked in for Watson. Brown comes in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Jamal Murray. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Craig comes in for Butler. Kuminga, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Podziemski. Nuggets trail by 10. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Jokic passes to Johnson. Denver moving it around. Johnson on the wing. Jacks up a three. And again, Denver no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Curry. The three. Another three for Golden State.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Pickett from deep. Jokic. And Craig pulls it down. Pass to Kuminga. Now Hield. The three is up. Sinks it from distance.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 16. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Pickett. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 11 seconds left in the first. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. And that's now 6 points for Nikola Jokic.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
That'll be a 5-second call. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
Here's Murray. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
The jumper looking so pure coming out of Murray's hands. It's fun watching him score the rock.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups when Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserve.
He's a big factor. Shams, thank you for the report. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Strother in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Back to you, Brian.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. Milton passes to Kuminga. And here's Butler outside. Another three for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
Different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Tyson in for Brown. And Golden State also making a switch. Curry's checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. To the middle. Here's Tyson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but well, let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Now here's Brown. No points yet. To the wing, right side. Strother, no good. Golden State with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Hield for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Over to the left wing. Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Pass to Butler. Outside Hield. To the wing on the left. Hield on the wing.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Butler can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Releases from 15. Strawther no good. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Hield. And he banks in the layup. Hield's got 8.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Strawther. Curry against Murray. Outside Johnson. Off target from 3-point range. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Back to Hield. Beyond the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. Hield's got 8 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Murray passes to Jokic. Here's Strawther. Pass to Jokic. From downtown. That shot is off. The Warriors have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Jackson Davis. And it falls all over the rim and in. Jackson Davis has got his second bucket on the night.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Murray. Good work there as it goes. Give him 8.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Hield for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in a tight game.
Invaluable information, no doubt. Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half.
Well, we've gotten used to performances like this from Curry. With his handles, his range, he can get any shot he wants, and off the ball, he consistently and constantly moves.
Well, I wonder how many miles he runs in the night just running off picks.
Probably I would say 3 to 4 miles just running off picks alone. 3 more just bringing it up. Probably a 9-mile night.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. On the floor for the Warriors. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Moody in at the 3.
When Steph has the ball, all eyes are on him, and that creates opportunities for his teammates.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Well, Richard, the 2025 All-Star MVP, Stephen Curry, winning it in his home arena in San Francisco.
That was an impressive feat for Steph, but I still think the format helped him shine a little bit, but no question, this man was dropping bombs like he always does.
Now here's Podziemski. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
At the line for one.
One shot.
All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really their whole team, but Shai, he's just special to watch.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Butler. He's got 9. Moody on the wing, defended by Watson, and Moody is good for 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Curry. Outside Brown. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. Jokic just got 10.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Curry passes to Green. Outside Butler. From outside the arc, and the three-pointer goes. 12 points for him.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Brown. Yep, that one's good.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Curry finds Green over Jokic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Pass to Green. It's Podziemski on the wing. Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." BA?
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Green. Following that last three-pointer by Denver, and he gets that one.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Denver's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half, and stolen by Green. .119 left in the third. Here's Moody, and that one is hammered home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 10. And that one's good. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Podziemski drops in the three.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
The Nuggets have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Here's Murray. He takes it in, and it's Murray finishing it off.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Green. Over Jokic. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Green's got 6 points.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Gordon. Outside Brown. 6 to shoot. Jokic passes to Brown. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. 9 points in the game.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Murray out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Holmes in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Gets the 3 ball to go.
How about Buddy Hield? He just keeps pouring it in. They should work it to that man every trip down the floor right now.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Denver's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Murray against Curry. Outside Johnson. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And they've been pretty meticulous offensively. That's only their second turnover of the game.
A different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Najee comes in for Holmes. And Strother subbed in for Brown. Post is checked in for the Warriors. Santos comes in for Curry. Outside Murray. The 3 is up. The rebound by Post.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Hield. Back to Post. Pass to Hield. And here's Post. Outside Kuminga from behind the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Now Jokic, guarded by Post. And there's Jokic on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hield finds Craig. Back to Hield. From the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Hield's got 20.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Strother. Denver moving it around to the inside. Here's Jokic, and the layup is good.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent, his ability to dominate the defense. Hield
passes to Craig. Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the players have to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
Oh, my goodness! Throw it down!
Come on!
Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Hield. Pass to Santos. Outside Hield. Three-pointer. Another three for Golden State.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And it's in there.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And the basket by Hield.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here's Murray. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to post. Back to Hield. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Over to the wing. Three-pointer. And the Warriors with another three.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Murray scanning the floor. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Buddy Hield.
Was it dining? Is it party? Where's the function? Where the function? Where the function? Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And for the Warriors, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, And there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. And it's Moody in at the small forward. Good on the triple. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Nembhard finds Nesmith. Indiana moving it around. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Golden State now. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Shots good by Siakam.
Oh, an immediate response from Pascal. How about that three?
When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems. And he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
And the Warriors, another three.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Halliburton for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Now, Moody following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Torrey Craig comes in for Jimmy Butler. Kumingas come in for Moses Moody. And Hield subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Neesmith. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
This is why Halliburton is so effective in some ways. That tight handle, and he is fearless going to the rim.
And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. Three-pointer, Hield hits it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 5. That one drops for him.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Hield outside. Here's Craig. And another 3 for Golden State.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Mathurin. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Here's Jackson Davis. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Craig. And the Warriors, another 3.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Warriors on top, up by 16. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Shepard in at the 2. 5 on the clock. Hield kicks to Kuminga. Three-pointer, Butler. And another 3 for Golden State.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Mathurin. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 19 points. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Pacers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Well, Doris, T.J. McConnell has been able to connect for both his contributions on and off the court.
You know, Kev, this is a high-energy player that you know what to expect on a nightly basis in terms of work habits and teammate skills. He's the legit perfect backup guard. He wants to orchestrate the offense and be disruptive on defense.
Pass to McConnell. And a wide-open look for Siakam. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back over to you.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 20. Pass to Jackson Davis. From the arc. Drops in the tray.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And Curry subbed in for Seth Curry. Indiana also making some changes. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Wiseman. Halliburton subbed in for Shepard. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Pass to Craig. The kick outside to Butler. Craig passes to Hield. Outside Butler. Halliburton with the steal. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Wants to get it to Nesmith, and does. And that one, good. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on the players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Here's Nesmith. Mathurin. And Mathurin is right there.
And using that athleticism well on the glass. Mathurin's unbridled energy is off the charts.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Now here's Butler. Nesmith covering. Butler kicks to Craig. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Over Halliburton. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Curry's got 7 points in the game. And here is Nesmith. 1:15 left in the first half of basketball. On the wing, and yes, it's good. Matherin's got his second basket.
What great lift. Mathurin gets off the floor. Mid-range jumper, you bet.
Pass to Butler. Now here's Curry. Butler feeling out of it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Butler's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. Indiana's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Moses Moody comes in for Butler. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. Nesmith, the pass to Halliburton. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
There's Kuminga. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, you don't see that often from Andrew Nembhard, but he says, let me finish this with authority.
To the left wing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for the Warriors, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Warriors.
I'm giving credit to their front office. They've methodically added talent to their second and third units, and you see the results there, Shaq.
Yeah, they've got scorers coming off that bench, and that's what you need. In a long season, different guys have to step up.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And one of those stories, Torrey Craig getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
That'll be a 5-second call. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Toppin. Siakam, a good look. Podziemski grabs the board.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. That's the Warriors' 5.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Halliburton outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here are the Warriors now. You know, Doris, Tyrese Halliburton has got to be up there when you think about the top passers in the NBA.
Kev, he's always amongst the league leaders in assists. This guy plays in the perfect system for him. You want to be up-tempo and letting him sort of improvise and master the position. He is brilliant.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I take it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Guys, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Toppin, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half. You've made one of your first 4 shots.
Out to the right wing. Here's Moody. And another 3 for Golden State.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Halliburton with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Siakam misses.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
Here's Golden State now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And that one's good by Butler.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the inside, Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Curry against Halliburton. And Curry, here we go. And the basket is good.
Well, guys love to score. But the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, you see the mobility for a bigger guy. Siakam just glides around the court. What a drive.
Curry outside, and the Warriors, another 3.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Toppin finds Siakam. Here's Halliburton. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. Halliburton's got 11 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Pass to Podziemski. And another 3 for Golden State.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Down low, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And here is Butler. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 12.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Moody. And another 3 for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. This one for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Podziemski. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
You can always trust Steph Curry to make the right pass. This guy has unbelievable vision.
Pass to Nembhard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early in defensive possession. These guys are going to wear down, but we got to make them wear down.
Employing his guys to up the aggressiveness on the defensive side.
And Kevin, preaching physicality. When you play for Coach Carlisle, you got to bring energy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Indiana, Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Shepard in at the shooting guard. Siakam passes to Shepard. And the wide open shot from McConnell. Knocks down the three ball. McConnell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pacers. Milton kicks to Craig. Outside, Kuminga. Some nice passing by Golden State. He gets that one.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Milton against McConnell. Here's Walker. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Walker's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Latrey. Craig, good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Mathurin for three. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. 8 doors for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster. What's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Pass to Hield. Here's the three. And another three for Golden State.
The specialty of Buddy Hield is a three-point shot. You give him the third.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos has checked in. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Walker. Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Pass to Toppin. A three ball. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Quentin Bowes to check in for the Warriors. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Warriors, number 44, Bojan Bogdanovich.
The Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. The shot's good from Milton.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Neesmith. Lets it go from deep. And Tyrese Halliburton gets the three.
Halliburton always wants to respond. The three does just that.
Here's Bogdanovich, and another basket for Golden State.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
This guy's vision was on point all night. He kept everyone involved.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Kuminga finds Hield. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Hield from deep. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Substitution for your Warriors, Torrey Craig Monroe.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Chalk up two there.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Here's Rowe, and the Warriors, another three. So we see the Warriors taking the game here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.